Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice radical square root problem, which is the square root of 65 plus square root of 5 divided by square root of 20. So how do we solve this? Now, solution from here, we can express square root of 65 as the square root of 13 multiplied by 5, then plus square root of 5 divided by, we can express square root of 20 as square root of 4 times 5, all this raised to power 8. Now, the next step from here, you find that square root of 13 times 5 and square root of 4 times 5, this is in the form of square root of a times b, which we can express as the individual square root of a times square root of b. Applying this property, then here we'll have square root of 13 times square root of 5 plus square root of 5 divided by square root of 4 multiplied by square root of 5, all this raised to power 8. Now, since square root of 5 is common in the numerator, we can factor out square root of 5 so that we'll have into the parentheses square root of 13 plus 1, close the bracket, then divided by square root of 4, this is 2, then square root of 5, all this raised to power 8. The next step is to simplify here. Let's simplify square root of 5 and square root of 5 here. So that now here we have square root of 13 plus 1 over 2, all this raised to power 8. The next step from here, we can say let x be equal to square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. So the question is, what is x to power 8? What is x to power 8? Now, let's expand this x up to x to power 8. So we have x equal to square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. Now we have x is equal to square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. Let's call this equation 1. Now, from this equation, we have that x is equal to square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. So let's multiply both sides by 2 so that we have here 2x. This is equal to square root of 13 plus 1. So let's take 1 on the left-hand side so that we have 2x minus 1. This is equal to square root of 13. The next step here is to square both sides. Let's square both sides here so that we have 2x minus 1 squared. This is in the form of a minus b squared, which we can express as a squared plus b squared minus 2 times ab. Applying this algebraic identity, then from here we'll have 4x squared, then plus 1, then subtract, this is 2 times 2x times 1, this is equal to square root of 13 squared, square root of 13 squared, this is the same thing as 13. So here we have 4x squared, subtract 4x, this is equal to, now plus 1. Let's take this plus 1 on the right hand side, so this becomes minus 1. So we'll have 4x squared minus 4x, this is equal to 12. So here we have 4x squared, this is equal to 12. Now let's take negative 4x on the right hand, this becomes plus 4x. The next step, we have that 12 and 4 here, we can factor out 4. So we'll have 4x squared, this is equal to 4, into the parentheses. Into the parentheses, here we have 3 plus x. So let's divide both signs by 4, so that now x squared is equal to 3 plus x. Let's call this equation 2. The next step is that let's proceed to get x to power 2 squared, which is 3 plus x squared. So this implies that x to power 4, this is the same thing as 3 squared, which is 9, plus, now here we'll have 6x, then plus x squared. But x squared is what is in equation 2, which is 3 plus x. So let's substitute this so that x to power 4 is equal to 9 plus 6x plus 3 plus x. So x to power 4 is equal to 9 plus 3, which is 12, then plus 6x plus x here, we have 7x. So this is x to power 4. So let's proceed to expand this. We have x to power 4, this to power 2. This is equal to 12 plus 7x squared. Now let's expand this. We have x. This is x to power 4 times 2. This is equal to 12. This is 12 squared plus 2 times 12 times 7x, then plus 7x squared. So here we have x to power 8. This is equal to 12 squared. This is 144. Then plus, now we have 12 times 2, which is 24. Now 24 times 7, this is equal to 168x. Then plus 49x squared. But we have that, but x squared is equal to 3 plus x. So let's substitute this. So we have x to power 8. This is equal to 144 plus 168x, then plus 49 times 3 plus x. So here we have x to power 8. This is equal to 144 plus 168x, then plus, we have 49 times 3, and this is equal to 147, and then plus 49 times x, which is 49x. So the next step is, let's correct the right terms together here. We have 144 plus 147, and this is equal to 291 plus 168x plus 49x, and this is equal to 217x. But if you recall, we have that x from equation 1 is equal to square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. We are saying that but x is equal to square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. That is from equation 1 here, which is square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. Substituting this, we'll have here square root of 13 plus 1 over 2 raised to power 8. This is equal to 291 plus 217 times x, which is square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. Now here we have square root of 13 plus 1 over 2 raised to power 8. This is equal to, now here we have 291 plus 217 times square root of 13. So this is 217 square root of 13, then plus 217 times 1. So this is 217. Then all this is over 2. But 291 is a whole number, so this is over 1. So we'll have here square root of 13 plus 1 over 2 raised to power 8. This is equal to, now the LCM here is 2. So we have 2 divided by 1. This implies that we have 2. Then we have 291 multiplied by 2. So this is 582. Then plus 217 square root of 13. Then plus 217. So we have 582 here. We have 582 plus 217. So this is equal to 9. 8 plus 1, this is 9. Then 5 plus 2, this is 7. So now we have square root of 13 plus 1 over 2 raised to power 8. This is the same thing as 799 plus 217 square root of 13, all this divided by 2. And this is the solution to this radical square roots math problem. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. Kindly subscribe. See you in the next video.